Welcome to this episode of Creating Photos and Videos. I know, it's been a long time. It's been about 5 weeks since the last video that I did, in which I titled, Where Did I Disappear To? And where did I disappear to again? Well, I disappeared to my drawing tablet. I truly have become obsessed with drawing, and the good news is that I've learned a lot, and I think my drawing is getting better, and I'm accomplishing the goal that I had, which was to be able to draw realistic, to make realistic drawings of people that I know so that you would recognize them. I've achieved that. Now my next goal is really to refine that and to be able to do it freehand. Up till now, I've been tracing images, or I've been pictures, or I have been using a grid method. But enough about that. I do want to get back to this recording videos, and I've had several new people subscribe, and I appreciate that. And I hope those of you who were already subscribed are still sort of looking out for me to see if I'm there. And I hope to get back to doing some reviews and talking about creating photos and videos in different ways. And actually, this whole experience with drawing has kind of informed my photography a little bit more. I have a little bit better appreciation for shadows, for example, because when you're doing a drawing, the shadows really help you to sculpt the face, particularly a portrait, when you're doing a portrait drawing. So that has made me realize, because I've gone back through my photos to find photos of family, friends, so that I could draw them. And some of them are just very flat. I mean, the image is fine, but it's very difficult to see the contours of the face because of the way I took the picture. And so that's a kind of a hint to those of you who are into photography part of the purpose of the show, and that shadows define the image, and it really is a true statement. It's a good lesson to heed, because your photos will be much more effective as photos, and if you choose to draw, they'll be easier to draw. So what have I been doing besides that? Not a whole lot, actually. I've been doing a little bit of gardening. That's pretty much behind me now. We've had a young man who's been helping us, and that helped a great deal. I've gotten a couple requests for reviews, so I just finished a little review of this camera bag from Pengshi. It says EOS in the front, which is a Canon moniker, but it really is for any kind of camera. Anyway, I'll show you the review later on. That'll be another show, perhaps. But I just wanted to touch base and show you that I am still alive, and that I still am interested in making these videos. I just have to kind of get myself out of the chair with my pencils and force myself to do a little bit more of this. And the message for today, besides that, is really keep track of your equipment. And this was actually going to be an episode I was thinking of doing back in May, because I would go down the basement. I did an event shoot for a local charity, and I had all the things I needed for that particular shoot. I came back and I put the bags down, and I really didn't pay much attention to them. I of course took the card out so I could deliver the pictures to the client. But what I realized, I went back down to get my Panasonic, because I have a student I still go out with every week. We take pictures and so on, so I'm still photographing. But I wanted to make sure I had the batteries for my Panasonic camera, and I can't find them. I know I have 3, but I can only find 1. So the lesson here is, have a place for all of your equipment, and when you go shoot, if you're not going to take the same bag out on the next outing, put things back. Put them in their place so you know where they are. I know where I usually keep my batteries. I know where I keep my lenses. And I also have a bag that I typically will use when I go out. So things stay in that for the most part. But what I need to do next is get on the floor of my basement studio and lay everything out and find that I have everything. Even for today, since I haven't done this for 5 weeks, I had to go searching for, fortunately most of the things were in one bag, which is a good thing. But I had to go make sure I had all the components for being able to do a 3-camera shoot as I was doing earlier. Today I'm just using 2. I'm using Cinemaker, again, something that has been updated tremendously, and I really have not paid a whole lot of attention to it because I haven't been using it. and I still want to work with using my Panasonic GX85 as a real camera in the mix with my old iPad Mini 3, my iPhone XS that I'm using right now as my main camera, and my iPhone 6 Plus. So that's a quick one for today. I'm not gonna make any promises. I haven't been doing very well with those promises, but I am gonna try to get back on track here with bringing out videos on a regular basis. But thank you very much for watching this one and checking in, and I'll see you in that next video. Goodbye.